So I finally tried that viral bowl method for my hair. I mean, I'm late to the party. I think the bowl method went viral like, what, years ago? I'm just now hopping onto this train to try it. I'll get into my thoughts in a second. I will jump to the end. You've already seen it. I feel like I failed. I definitely failed. Objectively, I failed. This is you're seeing the result of it. I did the bowl method maybe a little over 48 hours ago, so I'm coming into day 3 hair. I think I just hyped it up too much in my head and had too high expectations for it. Reading all of the good reviews about it and people who were total noobs to hair and not knowing that they even had wavy hair, and then they did it and then they had amazing results, and then I did it. I think I just thought that it would be easier than it was. I think I thought it would be more foolproof than it is. On the other hand though, if there is a way to mess something up, I would find it. We saw this when I did my bounce curl brush review. There was a learning curve in that scenario, and I think there's a learning curve to this scenario, which I was not expecting, which is why I think I was extra disappointed in my results. I don't think I'm being too hard on myself if that's what you're thinking. You'll see, or if you want to skip to the end, I'm going to put the timestamps in the description below. Go ahead and jump to the end if you just want to look at it. I hated the result. And also, disclaimer, I totally understand that my hair is not going to look like someone else's. I wanted to do the bowl method to get the best results that I could get for my hair, my texture, my density, my thickness, my porosity. I wanted to see what it could look like the best for me. My results were like, I don't know when my hair had looked that bad. I feel like I'm sounding dramatic, but I don't. I just want to get out there that I know that my results aren't going to be the same as someone else's. Even that being said, my hair looks bad compared to other times that my own hair has looked like. So I want to do a retro, and I want to talk about the steps that I took, mistakes that I've made, improvements that I could take, things that basically I want to drop things into columns of what do I keep, what do I start doing, what do I stop doing. And I looked at Sophia Marie's videos on basically a tutorial on how to do this. So I followed so much of her steps almost to a T. Again, I understand that her hair is really different from mine, but as a baseline, I just tried to replicate her steps. So let's go ahead and get into the footage. So when this video starts, I am at the point where I'm doing a dry fit. True to my own self, I way overthought this, and I'm like, how big should the pot be and how much water should be in there? So I'm just doing a dry fit to make sure that the pot can fit my head and my hair. So here I am after I've taken a shower. So I'm actually going to pause for a second so I can back up. Prior to this shower, I did the Olaplex number 0, and then I did number 3. So I did this for 10 minutes, and then I added this on for 10 minutes also. Seriously, I am going to complain about this nozzle. Not sure whose idea it was to put like a squirt gun nozzle onto this sprayer bottle that's supposed to go on your hair. Aside from world's worst nozzle, of course the product is very loved, so I use it. So I used 0, and then I used number 3, kept each on for 10 minutes. In the shower, I used this Nizoral anti-dandruff. If you saw another video of mine, I said that I was running out of Head & Shoulders, that I wasn't going to repurchase it because Head & Shoulders got me like 90% of the way there. I wanted to see if I could get fully there. This product did the trick. And then I used Not Your Mother's Curl Talk Curl Care Shampoo. I used this mostly on the scalp, and then I used this a little bit more on the roots and then my mids. And then my conditioner, I use this from Miel, the Rosemary Mint Blend Strengthening Conditioner. Another goal of mine was to not have to go out and buy anything new. I wanted to use what I had, which maybe was a problem. So just we'll get into that. The first thing that you see me use is this Curlsmith fragrance-free shine cream leave-in conditioner. If you've followed me for a minute, you would have probably guessed that I was going to put this in my hair when it came to the leave-in cream step. So I'm putting it in, also true to form, as I don't know how much to put in, and certainly the tutorials will show you how much they put in, but I'm still second guessing, and I'm going in for more because the first dollop was definitely not enough, and in re-looking at this, that second dollop was probably not enough either. Finger combing, as was the recommendation. I'm now moving into the Pineapple Swirl Curl Defining Cream. Spoiler alert, I think this may have been where things started to go wrong. I'm putting maybe 1.5. I'm so afraid of putting in too much product, but I'm working this in. I am worried that this is one of the products that just ended up being too heavy for my hair. Another thing that really annoyed me was how much hair was coming out of my head. I brushed before. Okay. I went away for a second because I realized I forgot my mousse and I had to go get my mousse. But I had so much fallout. I even combed my hair. I'm going in for a second because I don't know if that's enough. So I'm going in for a second small dollop. I brushed my hair before I showered. I finger detangled when I was in the shower. A lot of hair came out. Used a brush in the shower, a wet brush in the shower. Still so much hair coming out. I don't know how I have any hair left on my head. When I'm combing this through, thinking that I have it all in, I don't know. I never know how much to use. I guess that's part of the experimentation, right? Okay, so you see me, I am dunking, and I'm squishing. I feel like this is where the magic is supposed to happen. I sped this one up. I feel like you've seen dunking before. I turn my head to the side because that was another recommendation from Sophia, recommendation from Sophia to dunk and turn. I'm doing it again. This part, just FYI, this is not what I was anticipating. It's kind of claustrophobic-y. And I probably think that because I have much too big a bowl. I'm not even using, this is not a bowl method for me. This is like the pot method. So it was more claustrophobic-y than I would have thought. It is also just as messy as I would have thought. I have bath mats all over on 3 sides, in front of me and to both sides. So I'm trying to squish, 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 distributing all the product hopefully. And now this is where you see I did not plan ahead. I need to move the pot maybe? Not sure. Oh, and there's Paco. He wants to come say hi or help me. I also just need to make sure I keep the pot away from the dogs. But I need to now do the plopping, micro plopping? No, the squeezing out of the hair. I forget what things are called, but this is where I'm trying to squeeze out some of the excess, or a lot of the excess moisture. You can definitely see here, my curl clumps are forming, or have formed. This is where things really start to take a left turn, really bad. Did I not shake it enough? Is this too old? You can't see it, my hair is blocking. Have you ever had this happen to you where you take a mousse and you squeeze it and only liquid comes out? Have you ever had that happen to you? That's what happens. See, I'm trying to shake it off. It's not coming off. It was also brown liquid. I don't know what that means. I knew. Also, by the way, it like sprayed on the wall. So I'm thinking that things are probably okay, and I put it on my hair anyway. Admittedly, Sophia, she probably puts that amount on 1/3 of her hair, and I put probably that amount on my whole head. I don't know if that was the cause or the reason for why I wasn't happy with the results, but I'm also not familiar with using mousse. I'm much more of a gel person. Here, I'm washing it off because I feel like it's too much. Drying my hands, and then I'm gonna scrunch it all in. The reason I went to go get the mousse earlier when I cut out of the frame was because I had gone back and forth between using gel and mousse. I think the next time I try this, I'm gonna use gel. And I'm scrunching in that mousse. Don't know if it's enough. It's super sticky. It feels gross. Wiping off my hands. And now I attempt to put my hair in the towel and wrap it. I don't do this ever. I never do the thing where I put my hair in the towel, then walk around for 15 minutes, or do stuff for 15 minutes. I don't know. I don't know if it's a mental block or I just don't feel like my hair rests well at any time when I put my hair in this thing. And you can see I'm bad at it because I had wrapped my hair into the twist. Also bad is the fact that you should be doing this on a flat surface. Again, I did not plan ahead. I don't have the flat, did it again, same problem. I caught my hair caught in the twist. So I'm doing this for a 3rd time, and I think I actually get it, and I'm like, wait, I need to do this on a flat surface. Wait, hang on, I might have gotten it. And then I flip up, twist around, and then you have to put, through the elastic through the button. Okay, so it's been less than 15 minutes. I take it out. Here I am. I'm hover diffusing. Does anyone know, can you explain to me how I know when I've hover diffused enough? Like, how do I know that I've cast? Like, how do I know when the cast has been casted? So I'm sitting in my chair just like she does, and here I am doing the micro plopping or the diffusing with your hair in a bowl. Another thing I will say, rolling. I had to keep trying to roll because she really emphasizes that. What I didn't like, I think she said it was medium heat, high fan speed, high strength. I do not like that high strength thing. It is too loud, and the bathroom is already echoey. It's so loud. I don't like that part, especially when I have to go get to my, oh, I finally stood up. I was like, I can't do this on the chair. Here are my results, which is the thing that you can tell I'm super unhappy. Also, by the way, okay, so the whole thing about this is that like I was going to an event, I was doing this for an event, I was attending an event, so I was extra unhappy, plus I was sick. So, all right, I'm trying to save it as much as I could with this hair oil I got from a Korean website. I don't think I can save it though. I mean, spoiler alert, I don't. I'm trying to put it in. So you'll also notice the side of my head that I'm touching right now is significantly nicer than the other. I don't know about significantly, but it's nicer than the other side. I also have those loops. Do you see that? Where like the loop is like sort of at the root of my hair. Those loops that don't really lay flat and it kind of stood up. So this side is my left side. It's just way more straight. It's not as curly. It's not as wavy. It's the clumping is much more like hairy. Not hairy, it's hair, but more, it's not as defined. It looks, yeah, the back of my head is a disaster. This side is prettier. This side, I feel like it's shinier, but I still don't love it. I'm trying to get that oil in. See this part right here too? It was really weird the way it clumped. It's kind of sticking up. I think it looked worse in person. You're just gonna have to trust me. It looked worse in person, so I try to pass it off as looking, oh, the other thing, I'm pointing out the fact that my hair is really flat, and it still is today. I've never had, hi Charlie, I've never had my hair go flat. Oh, this is the back. The back is atrocious. I'm trying to shake it out and shake out that like loop. It's just, I don't know what's going on. I mean, I have some hunches, we'll talk about it. My hair is so flat at the root. I'm trying to get more volume at the root right here. I can't remember the last time I had that much flatness at the root. So left side, this one is my right side. You can see it, the curls are a little bit curling more, or wavy. Sorry, curl please do not come at me. I don't know what I have. So that is the end of the video. Let's talk about what we think went right, wrong, and medium, or new things that we can integrate into our process for our second effort. So first thing I'm going to blame is the pineapple swirl. Nothing against the brand. I think this one in particular is too heavy for me. Let me look. Okay, there are a couple of oils in here. I'm looking for a shea butter. I'm looking for something of why I think that this would be too heavy. And I say that because I've used this a couple of times, to be honest with you. So, okay, let me back up. If you and I have not met before, what I normally do is I normally section my hair, and then I will do this, the leave-in conditioner, and then I will do the gel on top of it, and then I'll scrunch, and then I will diffuse. I will do that section by section on my hair, and that is, to me, the best way to make sure that the product gets evenly distributed. The whole point about the bowl method / pot method, which is what I did, is that you have assurance that the products get evenly distributed, except for the mousse. And that brings me to my next item. This one, for sure, I don't think I'm ever using again. Not because of the brand. A beautiful bottle. I've heard a lot of good things about this. I don't know, or maybe I just need more practice about mousse. Let me see if it does that brown thing again. Maybe I didn't shake it enough, but I feel like I shook it. Okay, I'm almost scared. It looks brown on the inside. Does that mean it expired? I'm pretty sure I bought this last year. No, not last year. 2 years ago when I started to try to love my curly hair. So that was 2023, the end of 2023. And now it's the beginning of 2025. Is that too long for a mousse? Okay, I shook it extra. I feel like it's been deflated. When I first used it, I think I just need more. Okay. Shaking it as much as I did helped. I did not have like that brown liquidy goo that came out the first time. This definitely looks better, but I remember when I first used it, a little tiny like squirt would have like ballooned up in my hand. Yeah, it didn't look like this when I used it. That was a me problem. So I think I'm just not good at using mousse, which I don't know. Do we try that again now that I know how to shake it enough? Or do we go with what I feel like has been tried and true for me, which is using gel? And then, oops, I don't think I ever finished talking about this. I think this is too heavy for me because the couple of times that I've used it, my curls were straighter. My hair was straighter. My curls were more elongated. My waves were more elongated. So I think that maybe this is just not the right one for me. So maybe maybe I just don't use pink products. I don't know. They're not even the same brand. This Pacifica, this is Cake. So let me show you actually another curl cream that I have. So I have this one. It was from Ulta. They had it in a sale bin. It's from Weedad. Advanced Climate Control Featherweight Styling Cream. So it does say styling cream, not leave-in, because in the instructions of Bowl Method, which I know you take with a grain of salt, you don't always have to do is less like step by step if it's not for you, but there's typically the leave-in conditioner and then the styling cream, dunk multiple times, multiple angles, and then you use your gel and or mousse. So maybe I try this one instead of this one. Yeah, what do we think? I've never tried this one before, it's brand new. And then do we mousse again or stick to my tried and true gel? I know the difference though, like when you use mousse, you have to do it after you squeeze the water out of your hair, whereas gel, you would use gel and then you would do the towel, because gel works a lot better on really wet hair. So I think those were a couple of things. I was really unhappy with my level of frizz. Actually, one thing that I forgot to mention while we were looking at the footage is that my hair, I could tell my hair was gonna not be good when I think it was after I took off the towel, the one that I wrapped around my head, and I was like this, and I could see individual strands of hair not with the clumps. And I could tell already that that was gonna be a really messy, like frizzy day. And it was true of what came out and you saw in the footage. The humidity at the event, it was outdoors, the humidity did not help whatsoever, but I think it was already starting off on the wrong foot. And then the flatness at my root that I'm complaining about, I am very surprised with how upside down I was, how flat my roots are now. And I think it's because even when I was using this in my sectioning out method, I didn't have as flat roots. I've never had these flat roots before. Like, it's not like my hair is terribly voluminous, but I definitely usually have a little bit more than this. I was surprised, let's just say that. I was surprised when I stood up and my hair was this flat. I think it's actually because even when I use products, I go certainly and I section my hair out, I certainly like do this and I try to get high up and use the products here at my root. However, with the bowl method, I'm like, you're into your scalp. The water is in your scalp and you're distributing the products in your scalp. So I think that's probably why, if I'm saying that this is a heavy product and it got to my roots and my scalp, I'm hypothesizing that's why my roots are really heavy. So I wonder if I would experience that again if I use something lighter, which I don't know is this or not. I don't know how to judge lightness or heaviness. I have no idea. So I think I'm gonna try it. The good things to keep were what? Oh, actually, let me back up. Before someone else says it, I think I know what you're gonna say. I need more moisture in my hair. I have a couple of moisture masks. I think you have to use them after you wash your hair though, so that'll be a step after I get out of the shower. Rinse that off and then proceed to the bowl method. So I'm gonna try that. All right, back to the continue column. What do I continue? This. I don't think I have a problem with this. Continuing to use the leave-in cream, fine. I guess my shower steps were fine. Shampoo, conditioner, that's normal. I don't know. I feel like a lot went wrong and I have a lot of options to change things. All right, anything new to introduce? Anything new to discuss or chat about? I don't know, other than the swaps that I was making. How was my diffusing process? I don't want to do the high speed thing. I think I'm gonna modify that for myself because it is so loud. Also, my curly hair specialist did tell me higher heat and lower speed, and that might help with drying it faster with less frizz. Can I be honest with you? It's me against the whole world here, so I'm the only person who doesn't understand this. When you put your hair in the bowl of the diffuser, right? How does this not create frizz? Because I can literally see it in the mirror. I can see it when the hair dryer is doing this and it's blowing hair up. Little tiny like ends of my hair are sticking up because I'm blowing it up. How does like diffusing your hair like this not create frizz for some people? I have less frizz when I do it in my hand and then I'm pointing the blower down. Like if I'm like this and I'm pointing the diffuser down, I get way less frizz. How do you do it when you do this and you don't get frizz? Like how does that work if the air is pointing up? I totally get it if I'm the only person who does not understand. What else? I don't know. You tell me. What were your takeaways? What would you stop, start, continue? Let me know. I am going to try it again. I also have an appointment coming up with my curly hair specialist. She's the one who taught me the method for separating out my hair and then making sure each section has enough product, which I'm still experimenting with. I never know how much is enough. Okay, let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you want to try the bowl method, and I am just here to warn you that there is a learning curve, or there was just a learning curve for me and everyone else can do it just fine. I hope I helped someone. If you'd like to see more hair content from me, definitely subscribe to my channel if you're not already, because I'm definitely going to film the second take to see if I improve. I feel like though, if I don't improve on the second take, I'm just gonna be like, you know what, bowl method's not for me. I'm just gonna stick to the sectioning out my hair and just keeping it that way. I think I was looking for something that was faster. I don't think this was faster. Just, if that was your expectation, that bowl method is faster than separating out your hair, it's not. Also, it's headachy. And I say that as somebody who was getting over a sickness while doing this. You are upside down. I mean, I know that was obvious, but she has a standing method, which I also maybe need to watch, but I don't know. I just wanted to try the OG. All right, well, I will catch up with you when I do my take 2. Wish me luck and send me your thoughts and prayers. Talk to you soon. Bye.